the single, you did a tweet kind of criticizing her about saying how, she'll send killers to people's houses and how she had sent her husband or former boyfriends to people's houses.
No, I never said that.
Okay.
No, what I said was, me and academics talked about this. She had DM'd academics and said, like, you can get your job broken. My husband wants to come see you. Where do you live? And he's like, well, you know where I live because you'd been, leaking, this.
Yeah, and there's Vlad TV talking about Nicki Minaj was in DJ Academics inbox talking about trying to act goonish, and when a female act goonish, should no man on the face of this earth be fearful of a female. The only fear you should have is like who she may go get. That's the only fear you may have. And Nicki Minaj got a thing where she always sicking her boyfriend, husband per se, on dudes and stuff. So y'all, that's what y'all listening to, and her back and forth with academics. Now y'all gonna listen to Vlad talk about the little smoke he had with her.
Just leaks every couple months or whatever else, and it's like, yeah, you just better, it'll be easier if you just let us know where you live now and so forth. And it's like, just to correct that part, but go ahead.
Okay.
Answer your question.
And then, so in response to your tweets, she did an Instagram video or a live that people were saying is in response to your tweet. Where
oh, really?
Making calls and calling shots.
Oh.
Heavy.
My nigga. I said. It's a difference.
She's panning around the studio, and it has like 15 guys in it. She's repeating that it's one thing to call shots or whatever. Did you see her
Yeah, I saw the video.
What do you think?
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame. Nicki Minaj isn't putting hits out on anyone. She's a multi-millionaire, who's recognized worldwide. She's not going to involve herself in anything like deadly like that. Whoever she sends to go do something will end up snitching on her. You know what I'm saying? Will tie her into whatever crazy act that she.
Exactly. That's my reaction to that joint. Y'all keep got there fearing some type of woman, and then when the dude jump out here on the ledge and stuff and do something stupid, not using his cognitive thinking to get out of the situation he in, the mug gonna got there and tell on Nicki Minaj or anybody who paid them to go out here and do the stupid junk in the darn way.
Comes up within her head, but ultimately, I've dealt with women like this, and they're a pain in the fucking ass. I had a girlfriend who she'd get into dudes, get into it, argue with dudes when we'd be out, and I'd be expected to somehow clean up this fucking mess. And so yeah, I've had experiences with females like this, and I avoid them like the plague, like I said in my tweet. And I stand by what I said. I think it's dumb. And I've brought up multiple situations where this has happened. With the most recent was her husband threatening Offset, and he's now on house arrest.
Yeah, exactly. Doing stupid shit like that. Now your dumb ass on house arrest because Nicki Minaj picking and stuff. At her age, want to act like she got there a boss of goons or something. Talking about it's a difference between making calls and calling shots. I'm telling y'all be fearful of a woman all y'all want to. Like a woman always talking all this big rah-rah joint. No, you're going to have to really worry about the entourage of who she's going to get. In Nicki Minaj's case, per se, she getting her husband involved in stuff. And if she got a kid by him, then what type of future is he's going to be a father to the kid if he's going to keep being, not the guinea pig, but you know how the puppet master got the string and stuff like that, and Nicki Minaj the puppet master, and dude just doing whatever she said. So how he's going to be a husband and a father to you all's kid if he's got there and going to keep retaliating to your mess and stuff out here? Honestly, even Griselda Blanca, like name one woman that was powerful to the point where you had to be really fearful of her per se. Is you be fearful of who she's gonna get.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, for him doesn't really make much of a difference because it's not like he works anyways.
Right.
He's kind of on a house arrest, period. With the kids, with their kid. It's not like, now he has to tell his job he's not going to show up for 3 months. I mean, he doesn't work anyways. But what I'm saying is that these types of batteries that she puts in men's backs, I think is crazy. And I think that, there's lots of men who have gotten caught up in this type of shit.
That's what I was
Trying to
just
cash
saying.
checks that their woman has charged. And I said what I said. I didn't expect it to go got over 7 million impressions.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it hit a nerve or an organ.
Yeah.
For people to react that way. Clearly, I'm onto something. If it reacts the way it has, and of course, her fans were attacking me like usual, which I expected.
Yeah.
But I've had so many tweets go viral that it's just whatever.
Just another day at the office.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this, because you get this comment a lot when people try to criticize you.
Mhm.
It's like a go-to. It's they're like, oh,
Yo, so do y'all feel Vlad is a culture vulture? At the end of the day, if you know business and stuff, then there's no limit to business. So at the end of the day, instead of y'all keep calling these white people culture vultures and stuff, why don't y'all intervene in their culture as far as like the pop culture and the country music? Just like we call them culture vultures and stuff, right? For them covering black people demises and stuff like that in the entertainment world. Why don't we go to the pop world and stuff? You get what I'm saying? Why don't we go to the pop world? Why don't we go to the country world? You get what I'm saying? The rock and roll world. We go over there. We got done broadcast. We do stuff just like they doing in the hip hop world. Instead of keep saying they culture vultures and stuff, it's a business to this. Then at the end of the day, I ain't no racist when it comes to whites being in hip hop because I can go further back as the Beastie Boys. Now I'm in my 40s, so was the Beastie Boys culture vultures and stuff? Because they was let into hip hop. They was the beginning of hip hop. So I don't look at them as culture vultures. But people look at DJ Vlad, Adam 22, and Leon Cohen and stuff, the guy that used to run Def Jam and stuff, because they making money off of black people and especially off of their demises and stuff too as well. So business is business, how I look at it. So you keep calling them cultural vultures, the white people, then I feel like us as blacks need to go in the pop world, in the country world, and the rock and roll world. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Vlad's just a culture vulture.
Yeah.
Like, talk to me about people that maybe don't understand what you did before YouTube, and they just think like, oh, he's just a YouTuber who makes money off of interviewing people. I don't think they understand the business side of it. But what is your reaction when people put that label on you? Because I've got the same thing, by the way. So
I mean, Culture Vultures is the 2023, version of honky. Is the way I look at it. Anyone white is gonna get that, whether they're Eminem.
Yeah, and look, that's my word. When I first heard him say that, I was like, yo, he has every right to say that because at the end of the day, that's what blacks look at them white people as. Excuse me, without even saying it. Excuse me, you get what I'm saying? So instead of using the derogatory term as honky or cracker or whatever the case may be, they'll just say culture vulture, meaning that you are invading a culture that's not really yours and you monetizing off it. And especially when a black person reaches his demise or her demise and you making monetary gain off it, that's when they consider you a culture vulture. But like I said, at the end of the day, you got to go all the way back to the Beastie Boys. You get what I'm saying, and so forth.
Steve Rifkin, Leora Cohen, all these what I consider great,
I was saying
people
that.
who happen to be white that have done immense things in the culture. But Leora's called a culture vulture. I mean, this guy launched 300. He was the president of Def Jam. He was the head of. He was the first hip hop executive to become the head of a major label. You know, when Def Jam merged.
And let Dame Dash tell it. I'm telling you, Dame Dash will call all of them culture vultures. And at the end of the day, what's the definition of a culture vulture? But I told y'all what they would say a culture vulture is, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a business side. If Dame Dash got to be racist because business is business, business is not prejudice. Business don't have no color. The only color in business is what? Green. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I look at it like Dame Dash is racist when he considered them as culture vultures because it's business, and why wouldn't they make money off of what's entertaining and what's selling and what's monetized? You get what I'm saying? And who's to say the reason why they want to do it in the pop culture world or the country world, the rock and roll world and stuff, and they want to invade the hip hop and rap world. So at the end of the day, you racist if you call them a culture vulture, but like he's saying, you low key calling them honkies.
Polygram, he became the president of all that. And then went to Warner and became the president of all that. And then went to, then started 300, home of Young Thug and all these other kind of major artists. And then now he's the head of global music at YouTube. But yet, the average ignorant person will call him a culture vulture. You know, I mean, Dame Dash will call him a culture vulture. But if he's a culture vulture and I'm a culture vulture, it's like, all right, cool. Like, I'm in good company. But yeah, no, man, I've done a lot of shit, and people are going to say what they're going to say. I'm called the police, I'm called the feds, I'm called this and that and the third. And I think the skin color obviously has a role in it. But, I mean, it's what...
So at the end of the day, I gave my reaction to how I felt about that culture vulture thing. But at the end of the day, it's been real. And like, look, is that been a culture vulture when the blacks invade on golfing? You get what I'm saying? Tennis and so forth. So I can play devil's advocate, you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's been real. It's another one. I got about 3 videos ready to drop too, back to back. Y'all go check out my shorts too.